Lightning strike, thunder during a hollow night, surrounded by clouded skies as the sound follows wonders of Apollo's blunder. Satellites in the background of the atmosphere as light plunders on his tilt while flung around a recurrence of boundless hatch. Clacks of wave interference under alluring hunts. Must attack for food, copious fluster under the wing of the gusto, conveying my puzzles that lure the lands. Analogous to the galore of a kinetoscope, supposedly enclosing a gamut that will freeze the parallax that's inevitably interminable, irritated by the acumen of clergymen. Thus vanish living skeletons into the catacombs, tarnished wells, bones settled in fragments of valueless metals and abandoned shells. Phalanges reaching out the soil, vegetable in a bog, carp all shown above, below. 1/11th of a corpse, lab results of carbon decay. They are in my hands, a tugboat could get more complex. Merely in text, a mystery next to spaceship floats by. During the time I give the apologist notes back, seen a glimpse of his attempts to run, exclaiming they have arrived. Reclaim your disposition and stated if we are favorable, then we convert from a baleful future. Relax, I'll give them my star map with annotated exoplanets with more abundant zircons. I heard space is cold, perhaps this is a rest stop. A possible deduction is they're here to obtain a globos knick-knack. To take a long parsecs, the presence of the epoch is not encroachment from communication cradled in origins of gestation. A notion baseless compared to that in that point of view could see multiple of you from a you away is base trapped in a fresco. Fretful particles, I bet of fugacious actions in a Vegas to ascend beyond until the dawn of life gives entropic granule back. Even your current limitations of what is homogeneous is defined by technological closer peaks. Discursive writings disfavor of an adversary and engender them to dispel. That's why comprehension is arbitrary. The creator of the real arrange to be dissonant until they have a different type of demise. Hope you're agile enough to not be ensnared, then kindle or maybe collapse a kingdom here. Luminescent yet achromatic with fluctuate tracks in the viscosity of air despite the mass. Is that any crap rapping? It certainly crept up. The silence of its science is euphonious. If it's that advanced, then might as well be lackadaisical. The bat in the embryo. In my slumber, I request no interruptions from unless you espy them en road to bungle the cores. Extrapolation, maybe they'll entrap the erudite ones. Banish and outcast the other absent-minded exorbitance detected from quantum fields of brain activity. Thus, this leaflet won't help your image. Leaflet and blaze with a blase composure. I'll partake to decode a remark. This one is an unhydrous that is ironically darkling according to charts. An eloquent animation in its annals. Let's visit and leave with a curio and a few bundles of eukaryotic cells. The lack of dearth is a conspicuous display. Describe them to analyze during the approach. Standing atop their untapped talents engraved. If there's a futuristic conscience and consciousness, then licentious assumptions would be unscrupulous to what is obliviously ineffable. Interweak versus aboriginal. We avenge computers as an exotic stunt. Wake up my computer with a nudge. Too futuristic to boot it. It automatically electrocutes bionic bugs. Exist without a plug. Super battery life. Take enough affinity for it to die. I am still comprised of the higher consciousness. Even though it talks, that sounds bombastic. Immune to fake, not impacted by silent drusk of sludge. Less dogmatic. An intervention of this day and age would be dramatic. Addict thoughts loosely emphatic. Too logical to be fanatic. Speed of thought conveyed in a mind enzymatic. Keep an extra deck of cards in life. The extra deck is trichromatic. Idiomatic in a realm of synchrogrammatic. Strings of interpretation. Ecstatic of the reader's choice. Pen erratic. Takes many forms. Has a climatic shift that's detrimental. Like cytostasis being too static. Too exponential. Like it's a quadratic. Hazomatic. Scribes prismatic. When I reflect after writing. Axiomatic and vague and can display it diagrammatically. The spacecraft was drafted from my origami plane. Same explanation of a ship with a tugboat coated in antimatter. Thus an indescribable satellite falling into the night of exocyte. Even witness the thermosphere's forego. Same cycles in this hydrostatic terrain. Smoke lift up while I'm there on a throne. Recycle catabatic nights. Might write schematic pieces related to hypostatic genes. Because Ghost Star is hypostatic to arrive. Providing an indestructible tablet infused with problematic mathematical properties to one of the most dapper Dalmatic. While implanting the answers inside of it, though not a somatic issue, one can mentally solve it from right outside of it.